What is up, everybody? We are back. And when I say back, I mean we are back coming at you with one video a week. It has just been a crazy time lately, man. New baby, pipes broke at the house, hurricane hit the hometown. It's just been wild. We have been firing on all cylinders, running crazy, just keeping our life together and growing and building it. So, grateful that we didn't have any real damage here at my property, but we've been working in our community to help rebuild people's homes who did have a lot of damage. So you can imagine how busy that kind of stuff has been, but I'm ready to settle back down, settle back into doing what Brian does best. And when Brian is doing his best, he is hitting you guys with a video one a week. So we're back at it. And today I want to talk about how important it is not only to learn principles for OCD and anxiety recovery, but also to start to implement them. Now, we've talked about ERP therapy. We've talked about cutting out compulsions for OCD, which is, in my opinion, one of the most important things you need to begin doing early in your OCD recovery is cutting out those compulsions. And it's really easy to think about it, to watch videos about it, to know that's what you need to do, but it's a lot more difficult to do it in the middle of a OCD obsession type scenario. So I'll give you guys an example. Just a couple days ago, I had an incident where it triggered my contamination OCD. And it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was completely terrified on the inside. But on the outside, I knew that this was OCD, and I knew that I needed to show my brain that there's no danger here. And the way that we show our brain that there's no danger there is by not doing any of those compulsions that make us feel better, make us feel safe. Because when we do that, we're just telling the brain, hey, there was danger there, and we needed to do these things to ensure that we're safe. So the incident happened. It triggered my anxiety. It triggered my obsessions. I started thinking about it. And as I was driving home from the store, I was with my family. I was with my kids. I was being a little bit quiet. And I was thinking in my head, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to show your brain that there's no danger in this situation. No matter what you feel like, you need to make sure right now you do the right things and lay that little bit of foundation to tell your brain, in this situation, there's no danger there. And I wanted to Google things. I wanted to check things. I wanted to micro-analyze the whole situation. I wanted to think back to other situations where something similar happened and just continue to tell myself, look, you were okay then, you're going to be okay now. Just reassure myself. But I worked really, really hard not to do that. Now, the rest of the day, I was a little bit distant. I would find myself ruminating about the event. And as soon as I'd recognize that, I'd try to break out into something that was actually going on in my home, play with my daughter, see what the score of the football game was, do something like that to kind of redirect, but also not avoid the fact that I was feeling this way. I tried to just allow my body to feel those feelings, process them, and show myself, hey, there's no danger within this situation. Now, just a few months ago, this would have bothered me for months and months. I would have been terrified at every little, oh, could this be, I'm feeling this. Is that because of this, because of that, and I'm not doing that today. It's only been a couple of days, and I almost feel like the situation never happened. It's a non-issue, what it should have been from the beginning. But with OCD and anxiety, we don't always get to walk that freely through life. A lot of the times we have to analyze situations, but we don't have to. We can train our brains that there's no danger within these situations, and was a great example for anxiety with OCD, or for ERP therapy with OCD. But we can also do these things in business, especially when you're young in business, when you have a small business. It's easy to fall into that anxiety and worry about situations on the job, about estimates that we sent out. We're trying to please everybody. We want nobody to be upset. And in business, we have to learn that some of the times we're going to have to give out an estimate. And because of all the other things going on, or deal with the situation, and because of all the other things going on, we can't sit there and analyze it. We can't sit there and think about every single scenario. Did I do this right? Should I have done this? Should I have done that? Sometimes we have to just send out these estimates, send out these messages to our clients, and move on, because we have so many other things to do that oftentimes there's not enough hours in the day. And if you stay stuck in this anxiety loop about everything, every decision that you make in business, it's really going to steal any joy from you about being in business, and it's going to make you spend a lot of mental energy on stuff that's not really productive. So I think it's really important in our lives to learn these tools to battle with our anxiety, and not battle with our anxiety, but learn to live right next to it and be okay with it, and not have to find that certain solution to every single thing that comes up. Sometimes we just do our best and we have faith. And that's the key word, faith. My faith in the Lord has really strengthened my abilities to deal with OCD and anxiety. And I told him, man, you help me through these situations. You show me that you're here for me. I'll tell everybody it was you. So, I know that in my life, and I challenge you guys to find your faith within the Lord to help you through these situations, because He's here for us, and He wants to help you, and He wants to see you learn and grow. And that doesn't mean that when you find your faith, everything's going to be easy. Some of the times for me, I found my faith, and some things were a lot more difficult in my life because they needed to be to strengthen me and get me ready for this greatness ahead. So I will get back to you guys with another video next week. I guarantee you that. But for now, like always, like this video so other people can find it. Leave me a comment of some ways that you deal with anxieties, obsessions,